Hi everyone, my name is Kirsty Sharman and I'm the founder of a company called Referral Factory. Today I want to present to you a presentation that we just did for some of our internal clients. The financial niche is quite a big niche for us at Referral Factory. We have a lot of customers that are like banks, financial advisors, tax platforms, etc., fintech platforms. And we found over the last 2 years that referrals works particularly well in the finance space, and we really wanted to understand why. We wanted to understand a bit more about it, and we wanted to pass that information on to the clients that we have that are using Referral Factory. They enjoyed the presentation quite a lot, so suggested we make it public. That's exactly what this is. So yeah, today I'm just going to talk YouTube audience through this presentation. If you are following and you're a business owner or a marketing manager and you work in the finance industry, hopefully you can get value from this, and hopefully you can learn more about referral marketing and be able to generate more leads through referrals for your own company. Cool. So the problem facing finance business, I think this is really just the starting point. That just kind of helps sum up the presentation. Is we notice there's a common trend. A lot of finance businesses have the same problem. Paid ads are just getting ridiculously expensive and to some degree unaffordable. And like we actually are tracking like the average cost per acquisition in the finance niche around like $784 a month, which is just, like per qualified lead, or like acquisition as you would call it, and which is just crazy. So costs are really going through the roof. SEO in 2025 has killed us all because algorithms change constantly. And now we have this new thing called ChatGPT and AI, and people are changing the way they search. So we want to come up at the top of searches, but it's coming harder and harder. There's a lot more competition on the market. And, let's be honest that we're all just a bit confused about how to actually rank first in a constantly changing algorithm world. And then also number 3, we do find that a lot of the clients we have in the finance space are on social media. They tend to drive clicks, they tend to drive views, but they actually struggle to get revenue or like leads from that as a channel. And as you can imagine, a lot of these companies then came to Referral Factory, explained these problems to us, saying, cost of our ads is going up. We used to get more organic traffic. It's now dropping. We don't know why. We're trying to spend more on social media. Cool, we get clicks and followers, but it doesn't turn into revenue. Can you help us? And that's obviously where we came in at Referral Factory, helping these businesses unlock referrals as a channel and helping these businesses turn their client bases essentially into a marketing channel by asking them to refer. And why? Why referrals in finance? Why does it do particularly well in this industry? We really wanted to understand more and dive into the data. We did, we asked a couple of questions, we did some online data, but we found essentially that consumers say that trust is the number one factor when choosing a financial services provider. This is across the board, like whether you're choosing a tax advisor, pension, like a pension product, even if it's just a new banking or checking account, a new possibly investment platform. Hands down, people trust their friends, they trust their network more than they trust ads. So we know that trust is such an important factor when it comes to people and their money. And it's a very hard thing to kind of generate in marketing. But with referrals, you can. Because if I use a product, if I, for example, took out a pension with a company and I found that company valuable so much so that I would tell my friend about it, they trust you as a provider already. So really, like what we say is, in most cases, like 54% of people are saying the number one most important thing for them when choosing a financial advisor is that they can trust them. No other channel besides referrals will give you that. Then number 2, referred clients are more profitable. Really, really simply, if I refer someone and they came into your business through me, they're not shopping around. They're not worried that you're going to steal their money. They're not worried that your tax calculation will be wrong if you're doing their taxes, for example. They trust you because I trust you. So what happens is they spend more. So because I already have trust from someone, I often will purchase 1, 2, 3 products right off the back, whereas usually the buying cycle would be lower. Someone might purchase one product, a year later another product. The beauty of referred leads is like people will make multiple purchases sooner rather than later because they already have trust for you, and you totally can skip the time that you need to build that trust. And then obviously the other thing finance companies love is that you can reduce your cost per lead using referrals. So you can obviously make the reward value whatever you want, but usually people are making that like a percentage of what they were paying to Google or Facebook for an acquisition. So, overall, trust is important when making any purchasing decision in finance. We all want to get customers that spend a lot fast, which you can do with referrals. I guess the other important things is actually this channel can reduce your cost per lead. So while giving you more trusted leads that will likely to spend more, they're also going to cost less. As you can see, this is why finance companies love referral programs, and our customers particularly love Referral Factory. I can't say everyone does, but our customers do. Cool. So now let's just talk about what does a referral program look like in finance. I mean, this is just like a quick mock-up. Yours would look and feel like your brand, of course, but I just wanted to show you, like, what does this look like? It's easy to say, let's get more referrals, but how does that happen? So let's imagine you have a client's name is Jake. Jake shares his referral link with a friend who is looking for a financial advisor. So here you can see Jake, he can share his link. His friend clicks the link and sees something like, Jake recommends this financial advisory service, get a free consultation. So get a totally obligation free consultation with us because you are a friend of Jake. So it's like, there's low risk for me as a new lead coming in. My friend Jake already works with this company, so I totally trust them. You can see how this makes buying really easy. But essentially, this is what a referral program looks like. Your customers have referral links. They each have their own unique referral link. They share it with a friend. If their friend opens that link, they would see personalized recommendation from their friend. Like Kirsty recommends, easy tax. Kirsty recommends this, investment house, for example. Cool. Then also let's just maybe talk a little bit about, we obviously see a lot of customers that come through Referral Factory, and some industries do better than other industries. We obviously wish every industry did well, but we specifically work more and target certain industries because they just have all the good factors, and they are much more likely to be successful with this. And finance, banking, kind of financial services is one of these industries. So why are referral programs so successful in finance? Number one, finance sells trust, not products. It doesn't really matter about your product. It matters that people trust it. People will use a product with an ugly UI if they feel that their money is safer than with a product with nice UI. So trust is the most important, and that's what you get with the referral program, a trusted recommendation. So obviously it works well in this space because trust is so important. Number two, in the finance space, we often find companies have multiple touch points. So you'll have a portal somebody logs into, you have a sales manager that speaks to them once a month. They log into an app, they can check their balance. They get sent emails of new financial products or things they can invest into. There's lots of opportunities in finance. A financial journey with someone is long. So we find in the finance space, it creates really nice opportunities to constantly ask for referrals. And by nature of doing that, what means is you get a slow stream of referrals always coming into your business. And then number three, which is something I'm not surprised the finance companies love, is statistically referred customers are more profitable. I don't have this data only in the finance sector. I have it across the board, across multiple sectors. But basically, we've calculated that referred leads generally tend to be about 16% more profitable in the first year. And why is this? Because they buy more upfront. They don't take a long time to buy because they trust. So again, it all goes back to trust. But why do referral programs do well in finance? Our data is showing us, one, because finance is actually sold by trust and not products. Two, you have so many amazing opportunities to ask for referrals and subtly prompt people. And three, you can just make more money off referred leads. They spend more, they stay longer. And generally, it's just a better quality customer, which is hard to find these days. Cool. Now, what is the number one trick behind the most successful referral programs that we see on Referral Factory? And the answer is this: a double-sided referral program. Feels like jargon. Very, very, very simply, people don't want to sell your product. They want to help their friends. They want to give their friends something. So what do I mean by a double-sided referral program? I mean, how your referral program works is the person referring can give something to their friend, and then their friend, if they accept it and makes a purchase, the person referring will then get a reward. So let me just show you what this means. Instead of me saying to my friend, use my link and you can get $200 off, I say, use my link and get a free consultation with my advisor. They've really helped me save money, and I hope they can save you too. But no pressure, only buy if it's really good for you. Obviously, then that's up to you as the business to convert the lead. But if you just think about how you structure this referral program, specifically in finance, you want to make it as easy as possible for somebody to talk about your business and tell their friend about your business. And in order to make it easy, you need an offer. You need a double-sided, so both people are being rewarded. Cool. We also have a little bit of data on what rewards work well in the finance industry. I'm going to say it's cash. It can be cash to their bank account, cash to their balance. It doesn't need to be cash into their wallet. But essentially, like, what is the average reward value for different financial products? Like checking and savings account, we have quite a few banks. I would say like lower tier banks. Obviously, we have higher tier banks, that reward value would be higher. But basically between $25 and $50 generally for a savings account is the reward that they are paying. For credit cards, you often see between $100 and $250. I would say that's gone to the higher side in the kind of closing of 2025. I wouldn't see it, wouldn't be surprised if it goes above in 2026. Like loans are another thing. Refer your friend to, kind of a loan product, about $150 to $500 per reward. Mortgages often paying between $250 to $1,000 per reward. Investment accounts between $100 and $500, and wealth management again between sort of like $250 and $1,000. So as you can see, like depending on like the value of your product, the reward value is kind of in range there. But we wanted to publish some of these to just give marketers or in the financial services space some sort of benchmark as to like what other companies are doing, what rewards they're offering. Cool. And then let's also think about in the finance space when you want to ask for referral. So this is really important. One, the more you ask, the more you get. Very simple. Two, asking at the right time, super important. So you want to think about like when can you ask for referrals in the finance space? Like one, right after a positive outcome. So that means like I got something good, my balance went up, like, I got maybe a rewards payment or something. Cool. After a positive outcome, perfect time. You always want to be prompting a person to refer, after they got a positive outcome, send them an email. Hey, you had a good experience, want to tell your friends, don't forget, we'll give you a reward. Cool. Inside online banking or client portals. So you might not be a bank. As I said, you might be an insurer. You might be some sort of other financial services products. We have a lot of like tax services, digital tax services, tons of things. If you have a portal people log into, you should have a pop-up or a widget in there. Every time people are logging into refer, remind them they get a reward if they refer a friend. Cool. And just because we finance and everyone loves to do everything online, please don't forget physical branches, physical stores, physical offices. If you are a wealth management firm, if you have, a financial services consultancy and you have an office, put up a poster in your office, put something up, put a QR code on your receptionist's desks. Like, make sure you promote your referral program at a place people will see. They might not have someone to refer back then, but trust me, if they know about it, they'll think about it next time someone asks them, hey, I'm looking for an advisor. Do you know? They'll think, yes, I actually should send them my link. So you've got to use the physical space, not only the digital space. Cool. Then also customer support and advisor conversations. Like those are super valuable in finance. Like people trust you. They trust your business. Like, it feels a bit awkward, but I promise you, just ask for a referral. You will be very surprised at like how much you can get just by physically asking someone face to face or over the phone for a referral. So make sure your sales teams, make sure your kind of account management teams, the people looking after your customers, make sure they know like how to prompt for referrals and make sure that they have a quick access to every customer's referral link. So if they have the opportunity, they can ask them to refer. Cool. And then again, email and SMS touch points. I know as a bank, you're talking to your customers a lot, or sorry, not necessarily as a bank, any really fintech, any kind of financial services product. You are always updating people, whether it's a monthly email or SMS with every transaction. Think about all the touch points you have and make sure you are asking for referrals in some of them. Cool. What do you need to launch a referral program in the finance sector? Pretty simple, actually. I've just put this down here because for the clients that actually want to try this, or thinking like, let's try launch a referral program in 2026. I don't necessarily want you to be stuck to have to use Referral Factory. I would love it, of course, if you do. But if you don't want to, that's also totally fine. And I wanted to just put this here so that you could just see like, what are the things you need. So what do you need? You need referral links for your clients. You need like automated tracking, a way to track which referrals convert into like actual revenue. Ideally, integrations with your CRM. I would say, like, if you manage your clients all on a central portal, it's helpful if your referral software integrates there. Make sure your rewards are automated. You don't want to be paying out manual rewards. Also, all of your emails, notification to users participating are all automated. And then, of course, you need easy ways to ask for referrals. So, a pop-up in your product, a widget, for example, a page on your website, a QR code in your store, lots of ways to ask for referrals. So these are really the things, if you kind of go down the rabbit hole and you think about doing this for your own financial company, kind of use this as a checklist to just say, like, these are the things we would need to get off the ground. Cool. And yeah, the future of financial marketing is powered by trust. I've used that word a lot in this presentation, but it's because I'm really excited about the fact that we actually now finally have a marketing channel that can drive trust. And that wasn't something that was possible really before. So I think we're excited about that going into 2026. We hope you're excited about that going into 2026. But yeah, we do believe that your customers are your most trusted growth channel. And there's really a lot of opportunity for you to drive new leads going forward simply by asking for referrals. Cool. So if you are ready to launch your referral program, you get 15 days to try Referral Factory for free. Here's our website. You can see it on this slide. Give us a try. Yeah, as I said, 15 days, no obligation. If you like it, stay. If you don't, I hope you still continue with your journey in referral marketing, because I would hate to see you miss out on getting lots of referrals. Cool. And then I think we also had a few resources that kind of worked when we did this presentation in person. I hope they work as well if you download it. But we just decided to add these resources like to the presentation. Just, things like, lead sources ranked by profitability, like some templates that you can use in the financial advisor sort of space, like, other things like high impact promotional channels that work really well in the finance space. But yeah, these things are just helpful for people that are like ready to get started. And I will drop the links to this presentation in the description below so that you will be able to, grab the resources if you need. But otherwise, thanks for, taking the time to go, to talk a little bit about referral marketing with me today. And wishing you all the best in 2026 with your financial business.